This is a tutorial on how to use the time calculator tool. The time calculator is a feature available to the public, so you don't have to be a client, and it's under the tools menu. Just click time calculator. You'll notice the uh, input box on the left, and the results will show up on the right. The purpose of the time calculator is for defenses to be able to estimate when they can get the ball back. If they're trailing at the end of the game and the offense is running in its 4-minute drill, this tool will help estimate when a defense can get the ball back, and it can also help us also teach us how to use timeouts in an optimum way. So here's the default input. We've got first down. Um, it's 2:15 left to play in the fourth quarter, obviously, and the defense has 2 timeouts remaining. There are some other input boxes here. These are secondary inputs. I won't discuss those for now, but we can click calculate. The results will come back and give us a sequence of play. For example, here we've got a first down snap at 2:15, just like we entered, and then we'll let the 2-minute warning happen. More on that later. The second down snap will happen coming out of the 2-minute warning, and then the defense will use its second timeout. And then the third down snap happens at 1:54. Defense uses its final timeout, and then fourth down happens. Snap occurs at 1:48, presumably a punt, and the change of possession would happen with 1 minute 42 seconds remaining, and that would leave no timeouts left for the team that was on defense that's now on offense. So we can play around with some of these inputs. What if it's second down? We can see that things look a little better for the defense. The second down snap happens with 2:15 left to play, just like we entered. The 2-minute warning will happen. Third down snap occurs coming out of the 2-minute warning. We use one timeout for the defense, and then the change of possession will occur at 1:48, leaving a timeout left. We can see, let's go inside the 2-minute warning and say there's 1:15 left to play. We can see how things change. That'll give the defense the ball back with just under a minute to play with no timeouts remaining. We could see that with just one timeout, 1:15 to play on second down, that would give the ball back to the team on defense right now with 18 seconds left. Not a lot of time. So let's go back and reset things to 2:15 and first down and 2 timeouts left for the defense. And let's talk about some of these other inputs. The play duration will tell us, it will indicate how many seconds are going to be used for each play. So between the whistles, typically the average is 6 seconds in this situation. Other people might have other preferences. I left that option available in case you want to increase or decrease that number. That's going to affect the outcome slightly, but only by however much you change the input. The duration between plays is also a variable. You can change that anywhere under 40 seconds. Here, the default value is 39 seconds, so it's saying the offense is going to snap the ball with 1 second left on the play clock, which is hopefully what they're doing for their sake. The save timeout checkbox and the timeout cutoff, that's a little more complicated. This is what helps us use our timeouts a little better. So let's go back to our defaults and see what happens in that sequence of play I went over earlier. And so it's first down, 2:15 to play, 2 timeouts left for the defense. And we're getting the ball back with 1:42 and no timeouts left. Well, that's assuming that we don't call a timeout going into that 2-minute warning. So the first down snap happens with 2:15. The play is over at say 2:09, right? Because 6-second play duration, and we are inside the timeout cutoff, which means we are inside 12 seconds prior to the 2-minute warning after that first down play occurs, and we'll say, you know what, we're not going to save 9 seconds. We're not going to trade away a timeout for 9 seconds. We're going to save that timeout, let the 2-minute warning happen, and then use the timeout on the other side, either on defense or save it for when we get the ball back in case there's a turnover or because we've still got a timeout left after the punt. So in this case, we can see what happens when we don't save the timeout and we call the timeout with 2:09 left. And there we go. We've got the second down snap occurs at 2:09. We can force the third down snap at 2:03, and the 2-minute warning happens after that. And you can see we've actually saved a few seconds there. So 1:51, we get the ball back compared to 1:42. That's a difference of 9 seconds. That could be as much as an entire play or two. So the time calculator in this case is helping us understand how to use our timeouts a little bit better. So that's the time calculator. Hope you find it useful.